Hey, there we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be where you are. Welcome back to my live stream. My name is Jeff Fritz. Today is April 11th, 2019. We're going to write a little bit of code today. I'm a little bright there. I'm a little brighter than normal. Hello. Good to see you. Who's here in the chat room? Philippe Cruz. Hello. And Carrie Payette. Thank you, Brandon and Carrie, for those sub renewals. We really appreciate that. Bright like the sun. Yeah, let me turn down the brightness there on my camera. There's a filter thing. See, I was trying to correct my green screen here a little bit. Let's do this and there and bring down the brightness a little bit. I'm still, dear Lord. Oh my goodness. Filters, color correction. Ooh. No. That's better. How's it going there? Let's see who else. Franklin89. Matthew Groves is here. Quill Tony. Hello. Good to see you as always. There she goes. There goes Quill Tony right now. Dev Lead is here. Hello. I'm shining with all my knowledge. No, not really. Space Shot. Color the beard gray and it's Santa. No, we're not doing that. That's terrible. That's a bad idea. Bad idea. No. And I've got all the purple on. I got my Twitch hat on. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Lots of purple today. Later today I leave for Code Stock in Knoxville, Tennessee. We're going to be down there for the next few days, teaching folks about .NET Core 3 and how to get started on Twitch. How to get more folks up and running out there. Darknet Vendor. Hang on, let me make sure I address Darknet Vendor in a language that only we can understand. Sequel, Mr. Magoo, thanks so much. No, it's not reading it. Thank you, Stream Elements, for that. You really kept up your side of the bargain here. Sequel, Mr. Magoo, thanks so much for the sub. 14 months. 14! And Franklin89, thank you so much. 3 months with us. Terrific. Glad to see that. All right, let's do this. We're going to head over here. We are at 6,037 followers. We get that number to 7,000 before May 1st, and I don't think it's happening. We have 20 days, just over 3 weeks. I don't think it's happening, friends. We'll dye this beard rainbow for Microsoft Build 2019. Binary Chef is here. You leave for Knox Vegas in 2 hours. I thought it was Nash Vegas. I'm dedicated streaming the day. I'm going to travel. Yes, I am. But hang on. I wanted to talk to Darknet Vendor here for a second. Make sure that everybody can hear. Thank you for that follow. Let me make sure that you understand me in a language that we can truly understand together here. Let me do this.
Hello, Darknet Vendor. It's so good to see you. All the Sith miss us.
All right, I think that's better. Moving on. So today I wanted to spend some time working with Azure DevOps. We've been spending all this time working on this bot, and it has this relay component that's going to host our video widgets. I wanted to spend some time actually talking about deployment, running it through a continuous integration and continuous deployment process. So I wanted to show off here a little bit using Azure DevOps, getting in there, making it run all the tests for us so that it does deploy properly. And also show off a little bit of a browser that I've been using for the last few weeks. This is Microsoft Edge Canary build running with the Chromium renderer. So this is using the same rendering engine as Google Chrome, but it's Microsoft Edge, and it's got all those things that you want Edge for. The sign-in and authentication with Active Directory, the integration with all the great Windows features that you love, and other security features that come along with that. So I want to use this browser today instead of Firefox, where I typically prefer things. So we're going to work with that today. Let's get some music playing in the background here. Of course, music to code by our friend, Mr. Carl Franklin. What color am I going to choose today? What color am I going to choose today? This is purple. It's coming. It starts slow. It's a little bit quiet. Trust me. What are the chances that Edge will come to Mac OS and Linux now? Asks Binary Chef. Don't know. I'm not on that team. But we'll find out. Jameson is here. Hello. How's it going? Electric Havoc. Hey there. Just got a Surface today, potentially swapping from a MacBook. Which Surface did you get? If you got the Surface Go, I'd say don't switch from the MacBook. Keep the MacBook. The Surface Go is a good portable device when you want to do some simpler interactions. Watch movies, browse the web, read emails. Anything significant computing power, I wouldn't say do it. But the Surface Book 2, or the latest Surface Pro devices, Surface Pro 6, I think it is, pretty good for that. The giant touchscreen table. I wish I had one of those, Matthew. I wish. Edge Chromium is already available on Android. Well, there you go. Surface Pro in black. Nice. Nice. That is a nice device. Electron for Visual Studio Code. Chromium for Edge. The possibilities are there. I think these are commodity applications, and it makes more sense to go where the community is with some of those. When we talk about web standards, having a browser that is the standard implementation of those web standards is actually a pretty good thing. The JavaScript engine is still Edge specific. It's not the V8 JavaScript engine you're used to from Chrome, but you'll get all the great features. SourceGood. Hey there. Hello. All right, let's head over here. Hugo's here. Hello. Good folks of chat. Crows is here. Namazri. Hello. We are in a holding pattern. I'm told we are going to be doing a giveaway, but I don't have the final details yet. I made a push yesterday to say I thought we're going to do this. It's coming. It is coming. I should have more information for Tuesday's stream. I can see the little dots in the screen when a white or light screen coming from an early MacBook Pro. Can we donate to giveaway? No. No. All right. And the viewer count over here isn't updating. And I thought I turned off. The Twitch pics. No, I turned you off. You should not be visible. There we go. Now it's off. All right, moving on. So I wanted to talk about building, testing, and deploying the Quiltoni Pixel bot. So this is a bot that we've been working on that allows our friend Quiltoni to manage currency and stream, to run a race guess game where folks get to predict how long it takes to complete a task. And we've been slowly adding a raffle feature to this bot. Well, a couple of these features have video components, and we want to have those video components build and live out in the cloud, so that she doesn't have to maintain them, so that they're not something that she has to install and run locally. And eventually we'll do the same with the bot as well as we scale it up. So I'm out here inside Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps is our tool that we can use to manage and grow our project. But we're going to be doing some continuous integration and continuous deployment here. We want it to build every time there's a pull request, every time we're ready to deploy, and test, make sure everything works, and then allow us to automatically deploy out to our web server. So in this way, we end up with a really nice experience. I'm going to call this PixelBot, as the name of our project that we're building here. Build and deploy the PixelBot. Yeah, I think that's all we want to say. I'm going to make this public so that anybody can see it. Version control is Git. Sure, we'll make the work item process agile. I'm not really going to use the work items from Azure DevOps. I'm going to focus on using the pipelines only here. Straight Butter. Good morning.
Wow.
It's good to see you. You got an RT device which kids like to play on. I like using the old Surface RT as my Netflix device. Just watch movies on it. DD Walsh. Good morning. Woo! It's great to see you as well. Surface 3. I like my Surface Pro 3. Surface Pro 3 is pretty good. All right, let's head over here. I'm going to start by creating a pipeline. New pipeline. So a pipeline is what will actually do the build for this. Where is my code? I want to create a pipeline without YAML. Let me see if we can do this. Yeah, this is what I want. So I'm going to go get my project out of GitHub. We know that's where it lives. And I'm going to call this quiltony.pixelbot because that's the name of it. Authorize using OAuth, sure. Yep, that looks like me. I need to do the two-factor authentication, Dance of Joy. No. And that is this. All right. And now it knows who I am. And I can start to select my repository, which is this. Boom, it found it. Good. Default branch for manual and scheduled builds. Yes, come off of master. You have an old RT collecting dust. Yeah, it's a shame. Can't run Creative Cloud on the Surface 2. No. Not at all. So we've got a couple different options here that we can use to start with configuring this project for building. This is an ASP.NET Core application. So I'm going to build and test an ASP.NET Core application. This one right here. And it gives me several tasks by default. When we build this project, there's several things we need to do to build, right? We need to restore any missing packages. We want to build it. We want to test it. And then we want to publish. We want to get all the things that we need to actually run this thing, bundle them up, and put them somewhere. And that's what we're doing here, this publish artifact process. The agent pool that we're using is Ubuntu. That's the way Nelson Mandela says it, so you should say it that way too. Ubuntu 1604. 1604 is a little bit older. I thought there was a newer one here that we could choose, but it looks like that's it. All right. Fine. We'll use that one. Still have to go pack and put gas in the car. Hope to meet me this evening in your home state. Oh, all right, Binary Chef. I still have to put my two laptops. Pro speaker tip. Never bring one laptop when you can bring two. I can't tell you how many times I've had my primary demo machine fail on stage, and I've had to go to the backup. All my demos are on GitHub and on OneDrive, so I can pull down and I can rebuild on the second machine quickly and easily, and I usually do that right before, like the morning before I'm going to speak, so I always bring at least two machines, sometimes three. Azure VM is backup, you could do that, but then you're depending on having a good network connection out to the Azure VM as well. So there's that. Keyboard on the Surface is debatably better than the current Macs. Oh, the keyboard on the Surface is so much better than the current Mac. I do not like the current Mac keyboards. Yeah, the problem with the Cloud VM, Carrie, you're then dependent on the network connection in the conference center, and that's usually not good. How does my back survive? I'm a big guy. I can handle it. Let me... No! My camera's tilting and falling. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. I had no headroom there. All right, so this is going to run on a Linux machine. Smab! Thanks so much for the resub. 5 months, but currently on a 2-month streak. That's terrific. Thank you. Always pack a Wi-Fi pineapple. That's a bad idea. All those subscriptions, of course, we're going to make donations this quarter to Veterans Who Code. We're just about ready to make our donation to Black Girls Code for last quarter. That's going to be coming up here in the next few weeks. Don't pack a Wi-Fi pineapple. That's a bad idea. Bad idea. So the projects we're going to restore and build are all star.cs proj. That's the project file name extension that we're looking for. So it's going to look in all the folders of the project. Yeah, from GitHub for project files. We're then going to restore any packages that we need. We will restore, make them available for building. Good. We're going to build, and we want to build all projects. That makes sense. I want to do that. And then we want to we want to run all of our tests. And we want to publish those test results in code coverage information. I think that's a fine idea. Test run title. Yeah, whatever. They're the tests. Go do them. Let me open the project here locally. This one. And I put it on the wrong screen. Thank you, Visual Studio. That's exactly where I wasn't coding. Oh my gosh. LNL.game network. Is that... Well, LNL, thank you so much for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you in the chat room. So, here's the project that we've been working on. The name of our test project is quiltoni.test. Clip that. That's true. Quiltoni is testing me. She's very testing. Patience. Patience. We can do this.
Do it live!
And we'll do it live. Excited to hear the total for Black Girls Code. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. But it takes a little bit of time for the final payout to come from Twitch, and I'm waiting for that final payout from March so that we can roll it over. See, she agrees. All right, so the path to the projects isn't star test star. Why won't it let me change this? Star tests. Okay, that'll work.
For Quiltoni.
Thank you so much for that kind cheer, and we'll make a donation to Veterans Who Code this quarter. I don't have any... I'm not sure we're going to get to any code today, but yeah, I'll open a notepad and we'll... Oh my gosh. Johnny Nibbles with the resub. Thanks so much. 4 months there. And another donation as well. Oh man, we're closing in on another emote. Welsh Ronaldo, good morning. So this will run our tests and it should publish that. And then we want it to actually publish the web projects. I think that'll do. Am I going to get away without having to change anything here? I might. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to click Save and Queue, and it'll actually kick off and run the build for what's currently in my master branch over there on GitHub. Right, github.com, C#Fritz. So, Quiltoni, this one. So we're working on the new feature. The giveaway is running in this feature giveaway game branch. So I'm actually going to go to the triggers here. We can control how it starts and stops. I want to enable continuous integration. Batch changes when there's already a build-in process. Branch filters. I want to say include all of the branches. Electric Havoc.
For USS Abraham Lincoln, which made it safely across the Atlantic recently.
Terrific. That's great to hear. And we'll make another donation to Veterans Who Code. LNL.game network asks Microsoft Edge, why? So I'm actually using, this is the Edge Canary build. You can see it's highlighted right here. This is one of the first builds of this. Oh my gosh.
For all the emotes.
This is one of the first builds of the Edge browser that uses Chromium, the Chrome HTML rendering engine, as part of it. So I wanted to show it off, experiment with it a little bit today, and see if we can find something that we like about it. See if we can have a good experience with it. It's always good to test these things out and get some experience around it. Pull request validation. Yes, I would like pull request validation, and I want to run this on everything that isn't master. So I'm going to say give me all the branches that aren't master, and then I'm going to run back over here to this project. Source Scoot. Thanks so much for that cheer. For the new edge, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to protect the master branch. Because protect matching branch disables force push, yes. Require pull request reviews before merging. No. Require status checks to pass before merging, yes. Require branches to be up to date before merging, no. Require signed commits to get into, no. Enforce all configured restrictions for administrators. Yes. So I don't want anybody to push right into the master branch.
For LastPass user, seriously, everyone should be using similar product on everything.
Yep. So I use LastPass. You can see it's running right here. Don't write down your password somewhere in a book or something like that. Use a feature like LastPass. It's completely free to use, and it'll remember all your passwords for you, and you can even get it on your phone. Really nice stuff. Wazen. So let's configure the project here. We are configuring Azure DevOps to build and deploy our chatbot. There we go. Set the default length to like 25 or more. Yeah. Sure. Open source alternate Bitwarden. Okay. That's pretty cool. Got enough Visual Studio apps. So what you see here, this is the preview version of Visual Studio 2019. This is the release version, which is now at 16.0.1. This is the installer. This is Visual Studio Code, and this is Visual Studio Code nightly builds. So if we want to try something new, I can open that up, and we can get all the latest features that they're working on as they're building it. Because Visual Studio Code is completely open source. Yeah. Does it still have the annotating? Not sure what you're referring to, Electric Havoc. That's not Chrome. If it's 99.5% Chrome with those cool annotations Edge had, I'm in. Don't know. Puppet Master Z, good to see you. Wow. Hello, hello. Build pull request from forks? No. Require a team member's comment before? No. All right. And I could schedule a build. I don't need to do that. So I think we're okay. Let's kick this off.
Wait, Master.
What?
It might be dangerous.
It's not dangerous. This is always safe to run, and it'll let us know exactly if it works. So let's save and queue that up. So this will grab a copy of our code out of the master branch. That's the branch that I consider production. Master I consider production quality. That's what we've released, and that's actually the same code that Quiltoni runs right now in her channel, and also on the Relay web server that I have configured out on Azure. Drum roll? Do we want a drum roll? I have a drum roll. Check this out. It's building. Okay, we don't need a drum roll. That's loud. It'd be nice if it was a little bit quieter there, drum roll. We can make that a little quieter. Here we go. So it checked out the code. It's doing its restore, and we can watch this actually build. You're using it. It's missing a few features at the moment, but it's much faster. Oh, glad to hear it, Smap. Sequel Mr. Magoo says, because Twitch is a PWA, Edge now offers to install C# Fritz. Really? Really? That's impressive. That sounds worthy of a screenshot to put out on Twitter. What's this here from Yash Everest? Only if you were fast. A lot of time is spent on the show on a lot of things. I'm very fast. Watch. We're going to do cool things today. Amazing things. Dangerous things. But amazing things. In fact, I'm using the PWA from the new Edge for this Twitch stream. Oh, that's cool. I'm an app and didn't even know it. Does that mean you get like my little caricature? Can you pin that to your start bar? Yeah, let me know. Share a picture of that on Twitter. I'd love to see that. Because that'd be hysterical. All right, so it's doing the build. It's really taking a long time, more than a minute here to do the restore. Checking compatibility on all these things, that's annoying. All right, restore succeeded. Here comes the build. Azure Restore does take a while. Nope, the pinning to start with icons is a bit broken for you. I've seen it pin to the desktop. I've seen Edge do that, and then you can drag it from there down to the taskbar. I've seen it also pin into the start screen. JF Aquino Jr. Hello from Manila. Oh my gosh, welcome. It's great to hear from some of our friends from the Philippines. Dark mode would be nice. You ready, Death Packs? It has dark mode. There is dark mode here. They were showing it earlier today. There is dark mode. Somebody was showing dark mode. Appearance, no. Somebody had dark mode on it in the dev console? Edge flags. Yes. It'll make you feel good. It's still building. It finished! It built successfully! Alright. I feel good about that. I'm going to go back over here and... Right, I want to find... Where's the theme? It should be here now. Right? Edge flags and it'll match your desktop if it is also dark mode. Ah, I don't have dark mode on there. Dev console is dark mode by default. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So now let me look here at the test. I want to particularly show this. Project files matching the specified pattern were not found. You make me sad. All right, let's go back into the build. Edit. Test. Oh, it's not tests. It's test. And here's the thing. I can't change that. That's not editable. You make me sad. I'm disappointed in you. Test projects parameters.test projects. Is that hiding somewhere? I don't see it there. Predefined variables. No. Options? Where is it hiding? Where are you? I don't see it. I'd really like to change that, but there's no option. The setting is linked to the projects to test pipeline parameter. Great. Where's that? I'm in... here. Right? Because the name of my project is .test, not tests. Try that again. One more time. Renamed test project parameter. Go. With feeling. Yes. Well, it's right. They're trying to maintain that information in one place. I get it. What feedback on the user interface. When this is locked like that, it's nice that it at least gave me that information when I got a little annoyed with it. Give me a link here. You're kidding. There is a link there? There's a hidden link here. Look at that. Stop the press. There's a hidden link there that doesn't appear in Edge. Yes. I don't get it. But I would really like it, right? It's nice that I can click unlink and make that a thing. I would love to have another button here that says go to that pipeline parameter. I mean, you've already put a button here for it, you know, to give me another button that says go to this parameter, or even make this link, make that a button that I can click on and just take me over there. I think that's a pretty good request. That'd be, and where'd the feedback? There was a feedback thing up here. Make a suggestion. Let's do this. Let's make a suggestion here. And right, this is for linked. For linked properties, provide navigation to the setting. Yeah, allow me to navigate from a linked property to the setting in the build pipeline. And that was at the 36 mark. Can somebody do me a favor? Can somebody clip that last little bit where I was just looking through that? And we'll include a link to your clip here in this report. Does somebody have a clip to that? What's this from Cryptrix? It is a Canary build, still a work in progress. Standalone dark mode not added yet. Okay. Yeah, Veronica, it is. It's a hidden feature. Stelzy, hello. All the other fields show an eye, so it's probably a CSS glitch. That's what it feels like. I'm going to leave this open. Is anybody grabbing a clip there? Details and experience in video. Show it again? Sure. Over here. What I'd like to do, if you want to clip this right now, I'll take a second here and set up. This is locked out. I'm currently using the Edge Canary build. Today is April 11th, 2019. When I click the hidden information button here, which looks like should be appearing like this, it's great that it has an unlink button here so I can unlink it, but I'd love to see another button here that allows me to navigate directly to where this pipeline parameter is being set. It feels like an easy add-in here to click, and maybe it opens in a new tab, or maybe it just takes me right there. I'm okay either way, but give me that option to go find it. Cool. And if somebody has that from twitch.tv C#Fritz on April 11, 2019. I nearly said 2018. 2019. If there's a clip that comes up, I'll drop it in here. Can we do it again with more feeling?
I want a button now!
Is that better? Does that work? I think that's a fair request. Glitched out. Yeah, you know. Oh, do you want me to do it the super happy way? We'll do it the super happy way.
I really like a button.
Is that better? Oh my gosh, and Electric Havoc with the clip. Love it. Love it. And what's great about this, you don't have to be a Twitch broadcaster to do this, but to be able to record a little clip and include it for these folks, makes it really easy for them to understand exactly what's going on. So, look at that. JF Aquino says it's perfect. It must be good. Yeah. So, Azure DevOps, we can make it better. We can improve it. Little Dan45, thanks so much for the resub. 6 months. I think that puts you now into a blue hat on the sub icons there. Thanks so much for joining us. So that build was queued. It should have run. Yes. And we've got a succeeded note here. 78 tests run. All of them passed. This is important, right? That you include tests in your build process because you want to make sure when you deploy to your production area, you didn't break nothing. Right? Bits, cheers, emotes, subs, clips, etc. Absolutely. You like the console logs? They are nice. They are nice here. Stelzy with the resub, 6 months now. That puts you into a blue hat as well. Let's see here. I don't like to push for subs. And thank you for the follow, Glitched Out. I appreciate that. That's going to be 6039. So, moving closer to that 7,000 goal. New cap for Stelzy. Absolutely. Get out of that blue. No, it is red for... Is it red for 6 months? Red for 3, blue for 6. Yeah, there we go. And I don't like to push on subs, and I'm not trying to push for subs, but we are, according to my dashboard here, we are 6 away from another emote, according to my dash. And I'll only let you know when we're down around 5-6 around it. I don't want to say, oh, we must have subs. I don't need subs. It's not something, and that's why I make donations to groups like Black Girls Code and what's the other one? Veterans O Code and Girl Develop It as well. 6 points. Yes, we are 6 sub points from it. Well, they would be 6 tier 1s or 1 new tier 3, those types of things if you follow Twitch. So this is now building, and it's appropriately publishing. Right, it's cleared any cache credentials. No. It's publishing. Here's what we need in order to deploy the application. I don't want to just leave it there, right? Great, it built, but I'd like to queue it up so that we can deploy it. So let's talk about doing a deploy and what that looks like. So we can do deployments using the release tabs over here. Oh my gosh, Electric Havoc. Gosh, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much. 5 gift subs. This is tremendous. Meowing Dog 324. Heroxis. Is that BS Colero? Rich Ross and Rye Hope Leaf. Congratulations. You've all now got a subscription to the channel thanks to our friend Electric Havoc. I really appreciate that, and we'll make donations to Veterans Who Code. Did not have to. Thank you so much. But all those folks, you now get access to the great collection of bot emotes that we have, and of course my friend C# Gritty. Not just any old Gritty, but C# Gritty. There he is in the chat room. All right. So we can build a release pipeline. Look at Carrie with the string of bot emotes and Gritty. It's like a wall of gritty. Right? There's something to be said for that gritty emote scares some folks. C# Fritz wants a button. Well, thank you. There we go. I think those type of suggestions they're constructive. They're positive feedback. And when it's something as simple as I just want to link from here to there, that kind of thing, it removes a paper cut, right? It makes it easier for you to link and see, oh, this setting comes from over there, and makes tools easier for folks that aren't using them every day. What do you think? Does that make sense? Am I not off my rocker there, chat room? So this is a release pipeline. This allows us to deploy to different places out there in the cloud, deploy to a Kubernetes cluster, deploy to, well, typically Azure stuff is right up top here. But you can deploy to anywhere, right? You can really, if we're running and we're connected to a local server on-prem, you can deploy to there as well. But right now, this project runs on Azure App Service. So I'm going to choose the Azure App Service deployment. I'm going to choose the artifact to pull from. We're going to pull from a build from the Pixelbot. And we're going to pull the result of the core CI default version. Yeah, I want the latest. And I want it to be able to filter and say only pull... No. I want to say only pull from master builds. There's a way to filter that. Oh, latest from the build, latest from a specific branch with tags. Yeah, from a specific branch. There we go. And I want to pull just from the master branch. I don't care about tags. This way, only when we're in our source code and we say, yes, this is ready to ship, will those builds be deployed and update our friends' bot experiences. No more off your rocker than any other day for what it's worth. Well, thank you, Hugo. That's a compliment?
And then?
We'll get back to writing the thing here. Nalaj asks, what's my role in MS, meaning Microsoft? I am what's called a community program manager on the .NET team. My job is to make sure that the things that we're building for .NET and Visual Studio are communicated and shared with you at events, through live video like this, and also our Visual Studio channel. And I want to make sure that the education experience is accessible to everyone, whether you want that premium experience, going to Build, going to Ignite, attending .NET Conf, our virtual conference. That'll be coming up in the fall. And I want to make sure that our documentation, our samples are understandable to folks. There's some other folks that work on that stuff, but I take part in reviewing and sharing those with you. Is Build being streamed? As far as I know. That's what they've done in years past, as far as I know. Electric Havoc 1 will roll back if issue 2 does not require. Slot 3 can also go to slot. And auto swap for perf 4 does not require owner of sub to wire up DevOps app service. Yes. I wanted to add those as some steps here. Electric Havoc. Oh, yes, and I want to deploy to a slot. I think that's a great idea. Hugo Dahl says, being the Microsoft streaming expert is just a side gig. Hugo, I guess I'm the streaming expert at Microsoft. There's some other folks at Microsoft that do a really nice job. Our friend NoopCat certainly has more followers than me. There you go, the 6039 there. And she's been streaming longer than I do stream more days a week, more content on the month. I've broadcast more than 500 hours of content at this point over the last year and a half. We're having a good time. This is actually show 221 if you're keeping count. So, all right, let's add this. So that'll pick up our build artifact to deploy here. RJFO306, hello, and check it out with the purple hat. New subscriber there. For those of you who don't know, and I'll share this. RJFO306 is Papa C# Fritz. He taught me and encouraged me to love and enjoy computing, even from a very young age. Brought a Commodore 64 into the house. Really great to see him here. Thanks so much. JF Aquino says, I wish I would make a video of modern web forms development. We can do that. We can get that on the agenda. I've got a couple friends that we're going to bring in here over the next few weeks. I've reached out and we're going to have Rob Canary join us. We're going to have Phil Hack join us very soon. I'm talking to Cecil Phillip. He'll be joining us very soon. NoOpCat does some of the videos for Microsoft Learn courses. Yes. You're going to see more of the Microsoft Virtual Academy courses being rebuilt, moved around, that I manage and own. Look at that. Respect and love for RJFO306. Love it. Okay. So this is the source. This is where we're getting the source of our application we're going to deploy. And this is great. I have this nice diagram that we can work with here to decide what to do with that. I don't want to schedule the deployment. I want to do this as things are ready to go here. So in my stages here, it's already built. So let's deploy to a slot. So a deployment slot is on the app service out there in the cloud. It's a, how can we explain this? It's another web server that's another spot on the web server right next to the production one that we can put our application into for testing. And when we're sure that it works properly, we can actually do a bit flip and it'll instantly deploy it and be the production instance of things. Any update on getting David on stream who had to cancel due to weather? I have not reached back to David yet. It's a staging area. That's a good way to describe it. Is that Defren? Let me know if I'm pronouncing it. Or Defreen? Because it's a 3? Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Defren. That helps. I do need to reach back out to David Fowler. I think that would be tremendous to have him back on, because he did have some feedback for our Stream Deck toolkit we were working on. So let's deploy to a slot here. Let's add a task to this. Azure App Service Deployment. Why is it stage? I don't want stage 2. It should be. Stop the press. Where? What? No. Over here, right? One job, one task. View tasks. There we go. Deploy to Azure App Service. Deploy to slot. Azure subscription. We need to choose a subscription. You make me sad. Go find my subscriptions. Go. Go find them. No, can't find them. Fine. Manage them. Service connections. GitHub. Why doesn't it see my Azure subscriptions? Mr. Fowler needs some love. Been getting some hate lately. No, he definitely not. David Fowler is the architect of all things .NET. He's one of the lead developers on the team. Tremendous technologist. There's a lot we can learn from him, and that's why I invited him to join us on stream. So we definitely need to get him in the mix. Let's add a service connection. Okay, Azure Classic. Well, what's Azure Modern? No. I don't want Azure Repos. Azure Resource Manager? I guess Azure Classic? Connection name. I don't want to key these things in here. Don't want to do that. Try this one. Scope level subscription, and then I have to key that in. No, that's a bad idea. Okay. What else? Critics of his talks. Yeah, that's wrong. Nope, wrong, Mr. Fowler. Different Fowler. That's Martin Fowler? This is David Fowler. Was there a subscription at the bottom of the service connection dropdown? Nope. Nope. Azure Classic was the old way to manage Azure resources. Yeah. Please also get Steve Sanderson on. Let me see what I can do there. Steve Sanderson might be a little bit easier to get because he's in the UK. David Fowler, can be tricky to get time zone wise. Might end up having him on a Tuesday show when we can make that work. I feel like if I'm going to put Azure in here, I need to fill out all these things, which quite frankly I don't want to show on stream. Let's do this. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to have to switch over to here. Oh my gosh, look at how low I...
Hello. We represent.
No. Now I'm so much taller. Hello. So I'm going to open a new... I have another browser here that's already logged in with all the stuff for Azure. And I'm not going to show it right now because I have to go get all the Azure things. Can you see over the steering wheel like that?
No, I can't.
All right. Log into the Azure. Doing the stuff. So let's call this, I'm going to call this Jeffrey T. Fritz Azure Environment. Yes, Azure Cloud. Subscription ID. It needs to be the same one that I have the app service currently running in. So I'm going to grab that subscription ID and copy it in. I know you can't see it here, and I'm sorry for that. Subscription name. I don't know why that's required. My username. Tell me this works. Tell me this works. Allow all pipelines to use this connection. Sure. No. Alright, let's see if that works. There it is. So now I have Azure, and it's not going to show you the credentials here because that would be a bad idea. Yes to a Blazor stream. Is the mic boom painted green? No. It's got a little reflection from the light behind it. I do agree I should have a Blazor stream. I've actually talked to Dan Roth about that once or twice, and he's very interested in it. They should be in pipelines invisible. What should be in pipelines? Hype? No. So let's go back to the pipeline, the release. You make me over here. So now if I refresh this, I should be able to see the subscription. No. That doesn't go anywhere either. Add an Azure Research Manager Surface connection. Oh, dear Lord. I don't know what half these things are. What's a Service Principal Client ID? What's a Service Principal Key? What's a Tenant ID? I don't know what these things are. See Service Connections. Automated Subscription Detection. Well, it didn't. Manual subscription pipeline. For more information, see Connect to Microsoft Azure. Please. How do I do this? D. Cadler, thank you for the follow. If you selected subscription for the scope, select an existing Azure subscription. If you don't see any Azure subscriptions, all right, back up. In Azure DevOps, open the service connection. I did that. Select Azure Azure Resource Manager. So, okay. I went and configured Classic, and that's not going to work. Okay. So let's call this Azure Stuffs ARM. Okay, yeah. And now I got to key in these things again. All right. Let's go back over to here while I go and key in the fields from Azure. Pardon me for one moment. Now, Service Principal Client ID. I don't know what that is. What is that? What is a Service Principal Client ID? That's not in the box. But it's in the box. And then a Service Principal key or a certificate. Yeah, I don't know what these things are. No, we're not going to... So, yeah, where do I get this? Troubleshoot Azure Resource. All right, so I'm looking at this, and I need the subscription. It's not even listed here. This is a different box from what's over there. Yeah. Doesn't tell me how to get that token. Out of date docs for the win. I agree, Coding Gorilla. Let me go back. I need the Service Principal Client ID. Connection failed. If I need a valid tenant ID. What's a tenant ID? I didn't create any tenants. Like, is the account for DevOps the same as the subscription? No. No. This is an open source account that I use to make things publicly available for stuff on the stream. Tenant is the Azure AD where your subscription exists. Why doesn't it say that then? How do I know my Azure AD? And why can't it find it based on the subscription ID? Give me a list of those. So I guess this is that? Nope, that's not a valid tenant ID. And if I search for tenant ID, no. No. Is this my Microsoft subscription? Yes, it is. A link block with a picture of Find That Here would be nice. Agreed. This is... I have a different Azure DevOps that I use for public things that I share here on stream because I want these to be visible to you so that you folks out there can click through and see exactly how this works. But I connect it back to my normal Azure subscription. But this is not very helpful. The documentation here for under these links is out of date. And these are not... This is a criticism I've had about Azure several times. And I know I'm not showing this right now. I'm actually going to remove that subscription ID here and the subscription name and click back because I am not going to complete this today. because this documentation is not accurate, it's not friendly, and it's using terms that are not the same as are in the portal. These are, I'll click through that link, sure. How to get the Account Tenant ID. Sure, once I find out what the tenant ID is, and I think I know what it is, I then need these service principal things. Where the heck do you get service principal from? Because, once again, that's not something listed in Azure. I'm going to flip back to this because I'm going to open my Azure view here. Thank you for the follow, Tiny Productions. I appreciate you joining us. Right, if I search for service principal, that doesn't bring anything up either. I get this page, application and service principal objects. So is this telling me I need to create an application in Azure AD to have this log in with? So it doesn't make sense. Can you solve that by selecting the managed ID option? So if I do that, it wants a subscription ID, subscription name, and it still wants a tenant ID. Which... yeah, see, if this is the case... your directory... what's my directory name? Tiny cuts. I'm not going to try and go and find all these things here. It knows what these things are. Give me a login button that says log into your Azure account. I'm not writing a block of Java code to find this thing. Sorry, we're not going to build the pipeline. It's not worth my time right now. I can deploy this easily without that. It is... you can find that in portalazure.com. No, you can't. I just had it open, and it's not there. Okay. There's nothing here. I searched for service principal and it didn't come up. Nothing pops up here. It's just documentation. Manage the service principal for Azure Stack. I'm not on Azure Stack. Why are you even prompting me with this as a solution? Create an identity for Azure App. I'm not on an Azure App. I'm trying to use DevOps. Application and service principal objects, and this is where I was. And this is saying application registration. Do I need to create an application? I don't think so. So it's not worth my time. No. I'm not going to fight documentation issues right now. It is not worth my time. Sorry. We're going to move on and do something that's actually productive. And I will log an appropriate documentation complaint with the DevOps folks. I've got a long history of running into issues with Azure, and this is not going to end well if I start spelunking down there and trying to find it. Yeah, I've got a long history of problems trying to make that work because what's in the documentation as a term and the terms that are in the portal are two different things. They do not match. So I'm not going to do that. If the account was the same in both places, it does find your subscriptions when they are different accounts, then it is more manual. Fair enough, then let me log into Azure and do the wire up. Yep, let's code a thing. All right. So we have this now it runs, it does this cool little spinner, and it shows us that it actually works. No, I completely understand, Ultramark. And there's things that I am not going to show. I'm not going to inadvertently show my subscription ID here, and it's different. So, Kudu zip deploy is easier. Yes, it is. So, all right. That was frustrating. Here we go. Let's go down this. So the bot runs, and it will actually host and show. Okay, updates on my flight. Good. That sounds good. What's this? Okay. No problem. Good. Good. Just making sure Okay. All my stuff for my flight is in good shape. Good. It's good to know when to stop when having docs troubles and get on to other work. Yes. So, I've already logged an issue about the one thing. Fortunately, I can make phone calls and get a little bit of help with others. Need Donovan to rub some DevOps on it. It's not that simple, but... Okay. So, this is... Yep, there it is. Now I'm getting the other notifications on my watch. So we have this randomization for the giveaway. Oh my gosh. Thanks.
Let's do some SVG. LOL.
No, we're not doing SVG. Scalable vector graphics. So that's going to push to 426. Okay. Yeah, you got some weird numbered bits that you're cheering there today, Carrie. But thank you. Not SVG. No. Dear Lord. So this does a random giveaway. We've got some tests that already prove out that it is in fact really random. Let me make sure the live unit tests are running here in the background as we write our code. The MS expression tools for SVG. Why? What am I doing with SVG? No. You have no idea. This could only go bad. All right. So all my tests are running. They're all good. And I'll be able to see that as I write some code here. What we built and where we left off last time was we needed to be able to re-enter. We need to be able to reopen the giveaway so that more folks can add in, can join in. Yeah, very neato can of worms. Now, I'm going to ignore you there, chat room. Let's go into this reopening process for how we reopen the giveaway so that folks can the folks who came late after a giveaway can jump back in and become part of it. So the giveaway game has a couple commands here: help, open, clear, start, exclude, and end. I think we want to be able to reopen. So if we run open, after the game ends, right after the game awards, the winner, announces a winner, I think open should keep the same list and allow new folks to join it. Yes, they did make me laugh. So if we open, right, we want to keep the same list. So it's going to fire the set open trigger, which will call when open from idle, and it will say now taking entries for the raffle. But we also need to change the view that's being presented on the user interface. We need to change it from showing the slot machine like spinner to the list of folks that are currently entered into the game. You follow me? Does that make sense? Am I on the right path there, chat room? Keep me honest here. Oh my gosh, and we crossed that threshold for subscribers. Yep, we've got another emote open now. So we're going to need to make more emotes. More emotes! I'm really enjoying this G Fuel strawberry shortcake today. This has been pretty good. Robert Tables. Presentation dress rehearsal went great this morning. Good luck to you. Oh my gosh, is that Shelp SC2? Wouldn't the life cycle of the game really end after it was closed? Maybe you can clone a new game and copy the same participants. And thank you for the follow there, Shelp. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, or is it Shielp? Let me know. The idea here, it already remembers who's previously in it. So yeah, more emotes. There they all are. Oh, good. So what I'm thinking is, right, when you say end, right, that's when, okay, we're done with our giveaways. Thanks so much. Giveaway end, and it resets and closes everything out at that point. So it clears out the list, and it goes and says it does a get against the controller. And this is running on the video widget side, which will reset all of... They call the reset option here on all the clients. I think reset should also hide the display. Let's do that. So here we are inside of our... This is a Razor page is what this is called, using ASP.NET Core 2.2. And it's listening on a SignalR endpoint. So it's listening for commands coming from the server. That's what SignalR does. It allows the server to dictate to clients, like web pages, things for them to do. So it's going to call this reset method, and it's going to clear out all the entrants. It's going to hide the slot machine style display. Good. Hide that. And it makes the block of entrants appear, right, the list of folks that are entering, it makes it appear as a blocked, it makes it appear on screen by setting its display to block. I see the game doesn't end, the giveaway ends. Yes, there you go. The game goes into idle state, if that makes sense. And we end the giveaway, and so which puts the game into an idle state. There you go. Not a problem, Shelp. Where can you look at the domain? That's a great question. Let me give you the link to the GitHub. GitHub.com, C#Fritz, Quill Tony, Pixelbot. There it is. Yep. There you go. That's both my GitHub, and then that's the name of the bot, the specific repository we're working in. So I feel like reset, there's reset, and then there's like open. Right? If we say reset, maybe we want to pass an argument into it that says whether to turn it off and hide everything. Completely hide the display. I think that's a good idea. So let's say hide display. Make that a value that's passed in. And I can't set a default on it. But I can say, right, if there's no value passed in, if it's null, right, I can say if hide display, then we'll do something. Otherwise, we'll do that. Excuse me. Thank you. Display, and we'll set this to none. So, yeah. Hey, Teal old man. Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Pondering whether to play a sound effect there. Decided against it. So now, when we end, I should pass reset along with a true argument here. So where was that? Over here. So this get is doing the reset. So I want to pass true there. And when we open, so when we start receiving entrants, right? String new entrant, and we add entrants. I think we want to make sure as we're adding entrants that it's visible. So add entrant. We'll just make it visible. That makes sense. Hey, Pac-Man Jr. Didn't get a chance to midday streams. Hey, welcome. All right. So that should display it when we open it and start adding entrants. Now, I also, when we reopen, right, so if we call open again, not just start right away, but we say, yeah, open a second time, that'll come into open, now taking entries. And if we have an existing list of entrants, we want to send those out and say, ooh, add these folks. So if we go over here, I don't want to just post the entrants. Part of me would like to put an array of entrants to be added. You know? Let's do this. What if we have a put and we have a different object there? So let's do this. I'm going to remove that for right now. If we make this a string array of new entrant, then if we have add entrant, we know it's, if we say add entrants, okay, sure. Make it plural so that it's an array coming through here. I'm going to control dot on that to generate a method so that we can have it add all of them easily. I think. So now I'll go back over to the page and we'll write some JavaScript. Yeah, I did that. Let's write some JavaScript. And do this, and this is new entrants. Display block. So when we're adding the new entrants, look at all the emotes there from Teal Old Man. Look at them all. Tons and tons and tons. I want to do a for loop across this. Horse. Oh, that's good. We need a horse emote. Time to judge some JavaScript code. Maybe. Little. Can I increase the font size? There's already a horse emote. It's the Node.js logo. Oh. It is not the Node.js logo. That sounds like an Azure AI project whenever the word JavaScript is heard. Could be.
And then?
We'll actually write some. Or we could just stop saying that word. I'm trying. So add entrance, we're going to make sure that the display is block. I want to clear out, if we're adding a block of these, I feel like it's a reset maneuver, and that the array of entrants should actually be the new entrants. So let me do that. No, hang on, I did that backwards. Our entrants should be new entrants. And then I want to do a for loop across this. Do the sort at the end. Yeah. Let's do a for loop. So this is going to be for var new entrant. Is it of or in? Is it of? I think it's of, right? And we'll actually sort. No, we should be able to sort them on the fly, right? Why am I making a horse noise when I say it? I'm being funny. It's a joke from an old movie called Young Frankenstein. Whenever this one woman's name, Frau Blücher, whenever her name was said, the horses would neigh in the background. So they would try not to say her name. Same thing going on here. Jay Divis, hello. Why not TypeScript? Because I'm writing it right here in the page, and it's easier for me to write JavaScript right here in the page than to write it somewhere else and have it recompile and inject TypeScript. Haven't watched that in ages. Well, sorry about that. Yeah, get back to it. It's a good movie. All right. So that should add all the entrants from here. That second put when we're not post. This second put. I'm going to add those cheers now that we got those very kind cheers we got earlier from our friend Carrie Payette. Spell it right, Jeff. Today is the 11th of April. And then we got 200 from our friend Electric Havoc. And one of those was in salute to, was it the USS Abraham Lincoln? Your unit test will tell you whether or not it was of or in. No, I don't have unit tests for JavaScript. You thought I forget to push it. Haha, no. Alright. So now we need to make sure that the game actually triggers it when open from idle. So let's do this. Entrance, any. So if we have any entrance, we should push them back in and do that reload. So we're going to do a put with that array of entrants. We have that same put happening up here in enter giveaway. I'm going to borrow that code. Come down here. So we have a client, an HTTP client factory available to us here that's been passed into our game. I'm going to use that exact same one, create a client in our giveaway pool that we've named. And then we're going to put, not the username, but we will put the entrance as an array. Let that get submitted. So that should work when we reopen. And then set the state to open. I think that's all we needed to do. Chat room, do you want to help me test this a little bit? Do a little integration testing? What do you think? Yep, the original Frau Blücher. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's start this up. And I believe this will start. Well, no, it won't start. I made a mistake. No overload for reset. So I do need to add. Yes. Let me come back through here. So we have reset. Yeah, that's fine. I think that'll work. Right? Do the thing. And now, how many people get the reference of Car Talk? Oh, man. I don't get the reference of... I never listened to Car Talk. That wasn't a thing. Maybe extract method instead of copy paste? I could. I certainly could. There we go. Go to the giveaway page. Here we go. Let's giveaway open. Words, emotes, whatever you'd like to type in chat, as long as it's family friendly. Go ahead and key something in there and your name should start to appear. No. The request matched multiple endpoints. All right, we got a problem. There's our first problem. The put matched multiple endpoints. All right, so that's not going to work. Well, why not? Let's restart that. Come back over here to the controller. Even though we have two puts, one is a string and one is a string array, it doesn't like it. It does not like it. And I can't do it with a post. What if I put a faux query string on there? The bikini level is low today? Okay. Good to know. Did I ever do the load testing of the API? No. No. You know what? Let's put a query string on there. And it would, gosh, it's going to be a bogus one too. Because put is typically doing an update operation. Remove unused parameter if it's not. Well, it is. Yeah. So now if I go back over to the game, when it does the put for the reopen, I can say ID equals 1 to kind of force it down that other path. It's not great. And really what we need to do is we need to open up SignalR so that we're talking both sides to it. So we're talking to it on the server side as well. There's my page. Open that up. And let's try this. Giveaway open. Let's see if this works this time. Nope. Multiple endpoints. Wow! Huh. C# TV. Hello, hello. Good to see you. It's been a while. Always happy to have C# TV joining us. Maybe if I go back over here. Maybe if I do match. Maybe there's a thing we can do here. What if we did this? Move those up here. Maybe there's an if we can do here. Right? Get rid of this one. Because if it's an array, right? Why don't you like that? Do that again. Yeah, I know. Because right when it does, let's just make this an array. There we go. If new entrant dot count is greater than 1, otherwise we're doing that. Why does it say int? I thought I typed if. You make me sad. There we go. Oh my gosh, Ellie Face is here.
Totes my goats.
Can you believe it? So that should handle it better this time. Let's give it a try. Let's try the giveaway and see what happens. And here's the things. There's the relay. There's the bot. Both starting. I'm feeling good about this. I really should have this start by going to the giveaway page so I don't have to do that every time. It'll throw if it's 0. It will throw. You're right, Farax. But I'm the one controlling it, so I'm not as concerned. Let's try opening. And if there is no string, null value exception. Yeah. Ooh, look at this. I'm getting bad requests coming in. Why? It's not even hitting that. Let's go over to the game. Hit it again. Do a thing. Bang. All right, so now it's going to giveaway game. And it's trying to pass that in. So why am I getting hammered there. This was working yesterday. And what was the result? You're not going to show me the result. And now you feel shame, don't you? Don't you? What do we got? Evol GG, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. And it's not showing me. Use the watch window to perform the evaluation. Am I using Stream Deck pages or just more Stream Decks? Both. Yeah, Michael Jolly, where'd your sub badge go? Why is... Man. So it's not even... Well, it's because it's a string array. Is that what it's... Is that what we're up against here? So what if we change that to a new with one of these? Is that going to work for me this time? It's being eaten by the bit badge. Oh, it could be. That could be. No, I thought you got multiples there. Change this. Giveaway open. There we go. Now I'm on the controller. And they're appearing. Good. I'll open the debugger so we can see what's going on there. Folks' names are appearing. Good, good. C# TV. Yep, there. C# TV appeared. Good. Key something into that chat room and it should appear. Yellow? What? Yellow what? There's Ellie Face. Get her joined in with the gritty, yeah. Your Prime badge is not showing. You can choose a couple of those. Legendary moo. Maybe you should use live share and we can all connect and debug your code. I've done that in the past, but there's only 30 people we can allow in at a time. There we go. Folks are seeing their names pop up in there. Ancient Coder pops right to the front of the list because ancient, right? Ancient Coder for. There's Frank. Frank's gotten in the list. Yep. Anybody not get in the list as they key in their stuff? Haha! No. You do no JavaScript injection for you. And I will have the horses neigh at you for that one. Nope, that doesn't work either, crows. No, none for you. All right. Let's try running the giveaway now. Here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2. There it is. Legendary Moo. You won the raffle. We didn't raffle off anything, but there you go. There it is. Now, here's the test. Here's what we want to test, right? I'm going to reopen. I'm going to say giveaway open, and it should allow more folks to get into the mix. Go ahead and, well, okay, I said open. It should have triggered, and there we go. No client method with the name add entrance found. What? Add entrance. It's right there. Oh, I didn't. I know what I did. I didn't wire it up to Signal R. I didn't do this thing. That's what I didn't do. So if I refresh, Yeah, see, it's going to be fresh adding of folks into the list, and you're not actually going to get on there. So I can actually restart the giveaway, and then we'll reopen it, and then we'll redo the thing. And it should run. Is that Big Jaws? Thank you for the follow. Look forward to seeing you in the chat room while we're testing out our reopening capabilities here. Nalaj! It selected you. And it should tell us in just 3 seconds. There you go. So if we try giveaway open now, giveaway open. There it goes. So it made it appear, but it didn't hide the other one here. So let me look at that. Add entrance. This one. We also need to hide the spinner. So the spinner is... where is it? We want to hide the spinner. This one. Wait. I know somebody who's better at that. Okay, there we go. So that should now better handle it. So we can see here's everybody who's entered. I'm going to refresh it. And then I'll run it. Good morning, Developers Garage. Good to see you. Nice bounce. You like the bounce, Cryptrix? I think it's pretty good. There's still a little bit more CSS animation we can do there. Robert Tables is selected. So that should announce. There it is. And if I try reopening, there we go. Now it shows me here's the list of folks. Maybe that should be centered the same way the other is. How many times? Lots of times. Again with the Robert Tables, he should buy a lottery ticket. Multi-entry? Nope. Nope. Legendary move? Nope. Only one entry. Robertables is here.
And then?
Ellie-Face joined.
And then?
Legendary Moo joined.
And then?
Rambling Geek? He's here. Developers Garage as well.
And then?
Crow's 4K.
And then?
We ran the what's it called? And that should properly hide and reshow. And Nalaj, of course. Of course Nalaj is here. There it goes. Yeah, I think I should center that with the same style. Maybe even the same size. Exactly the same size as this. Straight Butter, you were selected. No end then? Okay. House be such. So the entrance and the slot machine should have the same style. Width, height, right? Here we go. Width, height, margin. That's the one I need. Overflow hidden. Yeah, I think we want that. Yes. We want all those things. I could make it a class and just apply it to both. But I am nothing if not a copy-paste developer. So let me there we go. Now it's in the same place. The height was 200 on the other one, wasn't it? So it should be, right? 200? Yeah, 200. There we go. So if I... Oh my gosh, Crows. You just broke it, but that's okay. Gifted a subscription to Straight Butter. Thanks so much for that gift. We'll make a donation to Vets Who Code. And Straight Butter, you now have, you've now got some pretty cool emotes you can use in this channel, other channels, and you get the purple hat too. Purple hat for Twitch. Yep, you get the .NET bot emote. I'm actually, so that .NET bot emote that Welsh Ronaldo just showed, I'm replacing that one with one that's a little bit more specific to me, so that the .NET Foundation can use that bot for their own channels and things they may want to do. Not sure what that means. Not good at Twitch. It means you get all kinds of... it turns off the advertisements here on this channel. It means that you get all the emotes you can use. If you click that smiley face in the text box there at the bottom of chat, you'll see all kinds of cool little emotes, like Gritty, like the and then. That one that you can use. So there's the giveaway box. If I open this, we're keeping the hype bot. Oh yes, not that hype bot. There's a new hype bot that is available as well. Gritty and then love. Yeah. Oh yeah. So there you go. Folks are entering into the thing, the box. There we go. Mr. Magoo is in. Straight, but that hype bot. C# hype bot, and there's also C# hype. So I think it's cool. The surprised squirrel, legendary moo. All right, I'm going to start it now without everybody in it. So we can kick it off and then have folks re-add into it. So look at that. Look at all the emotes. And sequel Mr. Magoo. Now if I reopen, Clark.io, good to see you. So that should allow folks to... Why didn't it... It should have reported that it was open. Oh! There you go. The Michael Jolly. That's amazing. I thought you had a sub. Congratulations. QA Strox, welcome. Yeah, I've got to be able to turn off the giveaway bit here, where it's interacting with. This is going to become an issue. I want to be able to turn off the pixel management for the bot because it keeps breaking us because I don't have it configured right now. It gets a collection of commands. Commands equals commands where command is enabled. I could just go into it and turn it off. But it's not. It's an automatic interaction down here that takes place on a subscriber. There it is, on a gifted subscription. Right there. So I can't, I'd have to write a little bit of code to turn that off. I'll play with fire here. And there's the cap. Yeah, that's weird. Alright, go back over here, put this over on that thing. Giveaway start. No, there's nobody in the giveaway. Oh, this will be interesting. Nobody's in the giveaway. What's it going to do? Nothing. Giveaway open. So now it's adding folks. That was interesting. Didn't expect that. There we go. Check out that continued gift sub. Yeah. Very cool. All right, now let's kick it off, and then we'll let other folks join in just a second. S&B, hello. There it goes. Hugo. All right. And if I reopen... Oh yeah, we hit the emote points. But the open didn't do anything. Like, we were debugging through that. Why didn't it... Right, like, it did nothing. Where is it? Giveaway game. Not enter. This one. Should hit that. No valid leaving transitions from state running for trigger open. We're not running. Running ended. It didn't... Okay. So it announced... And it fired announce winner. Here we go. Announce winner from running should go into reward state, which notifies winner, and then reward completed should trigger idle. So this should have triggered all the way down to there. Let's debug again and see what's going on here. That's a long cat. Yeah. Rocket-propelled Freeman. Hello. And we're almost at the end of our time together here today. I have a flight to catch to Tennessee. I really need to change that so it defaults to that giveaway page. All right, so let's open the giveaway raffle. There it goes. There are not any, so it should not do that. And words, text, emotes, whatever. There it goes. Now it's trying to add folks. That's fine. Do that. Now we're getting folks into the box. I'm going to prematurely start that real quick so that interesting. So before we go too much further here, Cryptrix tried to get entered. All right, so there it fired reward completed. Good. Cryptrix tried to get into the box while it was counting down, and it didn't get Cryptrix into the box during the countdown. That's not too bad. Michael Jolly gifting a subscription to Rocket Propelled Freeman. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're going to get a gritty emote and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. I need to work around this right now. This is not working for me. It keeps breaking as we're debugging there. Private read-only bool. Enable sub giveaways. Enable sub pixels. Yeah. And I'm going to turn that off for right now. Down here, this one. If not, enable sub pixels, return. Why did it say int? And I need to do the same thing. So Quiltoni Awards on raid notifications, on subscribers, all kinds of subscribers. And I just need to be able to stop that for right now. With a cap comes great responsibility. Yes, use it wisely. You're welcome to Rocket Propelled Freeman. Sure. I still didn't change that, so it goes to the giveaway page. There we go. It's going to charge your card and not use Twitch Prime. Well, that's kind of lame. Okay, so take the entrance in the raffle. It opened. There we go. And I'm going to kick that off right away with just a few folks. It didn't put SMAB in the box. So we do have the last chance. Rigged. Rigged. Totally rigged. Alright, so that should be setting. I completely agree. Totally rigged. If I reopen now. Yeah, that last chance, it didn't get you in there. Okay. That should now add those folks into the box. I'm there twice now. Somewhere they got in twice. Doubly rigged. Nah, they're just in the box twice. It's... Yeah, you can only have 3 badges. There we go. So if I reopen, compile errors are fixed. What are you talking about? All right, so now if I reopen, it's not, it didn't empty the box. Yep, I'm keeping an eye on it. That was Mrs. C# Fritz letting me know that need to keep an eye on the clock. Right, it's not clearing it out right here at the beginning of this. So we should clear it out. Which one's the clear out? It was like reset. Reset, there it is. This one. Should clear out the box. Well, why clear out the box? If they're already there. Nah, best to clear out the box. And re-add them. You know? So that is going to have the new code loaded. Restart the thing. There it goes. And then we'll try reopening it, and we should only have one copy of Folks in the box. Michael Jolly with the selection. All right. So if I do the reopen action. Oh, you know what? I tried reopening it while it's still... It didn't announce yet. Now I've done it. Now I've angered it. Nothing. Nah, nothing. There it goes, yeah. Because I tried opening it while it... No, wait, hang on. Let's stop this. I'm going to go back over to the Relay project. Change my startup page. Where's my startup page? Not that one. There used to be set as startup page here. Project and launch browser giveaway. That should work. So now it goes to that page. Okay. The other one I wanted to... I wanted to take a look at that last chance. Right? The last chance being able to get in there. You know what? I'm going to take that as an issue. Yeah. Robert Tables with the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory reference. Nick Larson. Thanks so much for stopping in. I'm actually wrapping up here. I need to call it a day. So I'll do one last open here. I'm going to turn off that. Looks like I've got that connected right. There we go. We've got some folks. I'm going to quickly kick it off. No. So those last minute ones are not getting into the box. We'll have to take that as an issue so we can fix it later. Rigged. Totally rigged. I'll reopen. Oh, I tried reopening it while it's... Can't reopen before announcing the winner. That's a problem. Because now I've put it into a bad state. All right. We know what the problem is there. I'm going to close things out here. I need to call this a day because I got to get myself out to a flight. Know what I'm saying here? So let's wrap up. Let's commit our source code. And I think we've done some good fixes here, and we've got our build pipeline configured. Added reopen action. And I will sign this commit. I will sign this commit. Nope, did it wrong. There it is. I will push that up. There it goes. And we should see pipeline start up here in just a second for that signed commit. Come on. Show me that commit coming through. There it is. Added reopen action. Here it comes. You're welcome to take a look and watch this. You're able to go out to devazure.com/fritz-and-friends/pixelbot, and you can watch. I'll do some research and figure out how to get this thing releasing properly, get it hooked up to Azure properly, because I'm a little bummed that it's not connected and running properly there. Thanks so much for joining me today. Let's see who we can raid real quick. You're late. Sorry. Yep. Who is out here? You know when we might raid? I'm gonna do this. It is her 3-year streamiversary, and we haven't raided her in a while. I'm gonna raid Fairy Wings. Fairy Wings is a chainmail streamer. She's it's her 3-year streamiversary. She's a partner. We've had her on stream. She's helped us write a little bit of code together. Let's go over and say hi to Fairy Wings. Let's put the raid command out there. Subscribers, copy that first block of text. If you're not a subscriber, that's okay. Copy that second block of text. We're going to announce our presence loud and proud when we give it over to Fairy Wings stream. Thanks so much for joining us. This video, just like all my other videos, will be available a little bit later this week out on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's go get Fairy Wings. Take care, everybody. We'll see ya.